Welcome to On Football. I'm Rob Motti. Super Bowl 60 is set. New England Patriots against the Seattle Seahawks. A rematch from 11 years ago when the Patriots beat Seattle after Russell Wilson threw an interception from the 1 yard line in the final minute. I was there. Everybody's still wondering and waiting for Marshawn Lynch to get the ball at the 1 yard line. We'll talk more about the game next week when I'm live in San Francisco. Jaxson Dart had an impressive rookie season with the New York Giants, the first-round pick. Despite some injuries and missing some time and starting the season as a backup quarterback, played well enough to earn a finalist spot for the AP NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year award. Jaxson, congratulations on being an AP NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year finalist. You had a great season. You went through a lot of ups and downs. What does it mean to you to even be considered for this award?
Definitely something to be excited about. I think that you hit it on the head. Like there was a lot of adversity that went into my rookie year. From head coach being fired to a lot of injuries around me and whatnot. But I think that when you look at the grand scheme of things, obviously you want to win more games, and that's what we're going to do moving forward. But there's definitely a lot of things to build off of going into the future.
There's this crazy stat. A lot of coaches have been fired in their first season with a first-round pick quarterback, and a lot of those QBs end up having success with the next coach. Have you talked to anyone along the way as you try and navigate through this process right now?
There hasn't been too many people that I've talked to, just because, I don't want to get into the comparisons of people's careers and their experiences. I think it's definitely, good to reach out and have words of wisdom from that standpoint. I also think that I've, from just an off-season standpoint of, the other quarterbacks that I'm around, my quarterback coaches, I feel like they've seen it all. They've been a part of so many just different situations, a lot of chaos. And, I think those guys have been the ones who I've really relied on to weather certain storms. And I'm definitely, really optimistic about the future. And, Coach Harbaugh coming in and, the people that we have, in the organization. So from that standpoint, I'm really excited.
I've known Coach Harbaugh since he was a special teams coordinator way back in Philadelphia. He's one of the best leaders I've ever been around. How excited are you to play for him, Jaxson?
I can't wait. I've had a lot of conversations with Coach before he had the job finalized, and at points where we were just, talking in a room, and the room had to get dispersed just because of how long that we were talking. So he's a coach that, I just am really excited to play for, from obviously, his resume from a coaching standpoint, but just him as a person. Like you said, like he's a general, he's a leader of men, and can create a culture. So he's had a winning culture everywhere that he's been and every single year that he's coached. So I can't wait to have that, instilled into our organization and to start stacking more wins.
We often hear the criticism, you got to go down, you got to go out of bounds, you got to try and protect your body. But I can understand, as someone who plays just in rec leagues and men's leagues and is stupid enough to dive head first and do all these dumb things with my body, I know that competitive instinct takes over, and sometimes you're trying to get that first down, or you're trying to get that touchdown. Just how hard is it to balance that, being smart, taking care of your body, and being competitive and going out there and trying to do what's best to win the game for your team?
I think you're absolutely, you hit it. I play this game in a way that, I feel like I'm fearless. I'm going to do whatever it takes to win. In situations, obviously, you have to be smart. And I think that those are just things that I've learned on. I feel like I've gotten a lot better throughout the whole entire season when it came to those, situations of when to and when not to. But at the same time, I'm going to play the game that I've played my whole entire life. It's gotten me to this point. I feel like I'm not going to change the way that I play just to satisfy somebody's opinion or anything like that. And I think that when you also look at the grand scheme of things, the last 4 years of my entire career, I've only missed 2 games. So, when people have the availability conversation, I feel like at the same time, I want to say, just look at my track record. I've been out there for my team, and I've been available and somebody that, a team can depend on. So I think that you just continue to learn, continue to grow, but at the same time, you got to keep playing the game that you play.
Congratulations again. Hope to see you at NFL Honors. You've got an exciting career ahead, and I look forward to seeing it.
I appreciate you, Rob. Thanks for taking the time.
Thank you to Jaxson Dart. Thank you for watching and listening to On Football. And thanks to Haya Pinjwani and Guillermo Gonzalez for producing this episode. Please check out apnews.com for more pro picks on football analysis and all NFL news.